people are joining now because I did have a little bit of trouble with my crafty gremlins just before we went live, but we're alive and we're here and we're ready to go. As you can see, I have the fabulous Erica with me today, and we're going to be creating some fabulous cards and also chatting away. So thank you everyone that has popped in. Hey there, Nancy. Also, the fabulous Han is behind the badge today, and she'll be popping in all of those links that we use today. Also, if you do share this live stream, you are in with a chance of winning a $15 gift certificate to the Altenew store. Hi, Erica.
Hi, Lydia. Hi.
How's it going?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad, actually. Feel like we're gonna rock this.
We definitely
Positive
are.
affirmations.
Yes. So me and Erica have met a couple of times about doing this, and then we were like, yeah, we're going to do these cards, and we'd planned to do cards, and we're going to see where these cards go today.
Yes.
So thank you everyone for joining us. I know we're a little bit, well, not that late, but there was a little bit of crafty gremlins when I was trying to go live, but I figured those out, and I don't even think Erica knew that it happened.
No. I stay away from the technology. I just join in when people say, do it now. Yes. Oh, yes. Hey, from Spanien. There's somebody from Sweden here. Hey.
Yeah, so we have some fabulous people joining us. Please remember to share so you are in with a chance of winning that $15 gift certificate. So I know Han's going to be behind the badge. She's not here yet, but I'm sure she will arrive and be able to add in. There she is. There's Han. Hi, Han. So she will be popping in all of the links. If there are any questions that we forget, I'm sure Han will give me a nudge. But please, please, please don't be scared to ask questions. We are here for you guys, and we are happy to help in any way that you need us to do. And if we go off on a tangent, which me and Erica probably will, please try and rein us back in. So there is that.
I was gonna say we probably should have like a safe word for like when we go off on tangents, like funding or something like that.
Stop. Right. Get reined back in. They're just gonna have to get a net on us and bring us back in. So do you want to keep chatting, or should we move down and start crafting? Because we can keep talking.
I mean, I would probably say we should move down because we kind of need to crack on, like you said, we are a little bit prone to tangents of going off on things. So, probably best to kind of focus a little bit. Yeah.
All right, then, Erica, I will let you pop your camera down and I will get into it. So we are going to be creating some fall themed cards today. Hopefully we create something that you really like. Are you okay, Erica? She's still
yes,
it's fine.
I think so. There we go.
There we go.
It took me a hot minute. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, it always does, right? When you think, okay, we can do this really quickly, it doesn't happen that way. So
yeah, exactly. It's just All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So shall I start jibber jabbering?
Yeah, okay, you can go with what you're planning on using today, Erica.
Okay. Well, first off, I had sort of planned on having a card to show you and then, talk you through how I got there. But so that did not happen. But we are going to use the lilac layering die set today. And I have, actually, I'm going to show you my work method. I got a few pieces already.
Wow.
Yes, because I do tend to go off on a roll when I'm die cutting. So I'm like, I've got my machine here, I've got some paper, might as well like make another couple, just in case something kind of, doesn't work out right or, goes wrong or whatever. So I tend to always make more than I should. So I thought I'd just go through quickly like what I'm actually going to be, or like die cutting these pieces. And something that I want to give a shout out to Altenew for is like all the numbering sets, like the keyhole system and the numbers on here, because like you got all of these like really clever layering guides here. Oh, so smart. Because it used to be like die cutting, I like with the flowers and stuff, I used to not be such a huge fan because it was always like a little bit difficult and yeah, it took a little while to kind of figure out like what's going where and this and that. So I am a huge fan of this organizing system and like layering system. So
The
big,
keyhole
big
system
fan.
is a game changer, right?
Oh, totally.
And especially
Like,
when it die cuts and it's got the little numbers on it and you don't even have to think.
right? You
Yeah.
know, it's just, it makes it so easy. So easy. So, oh my goodness, I mean, I could go on and on about this all day, but we don't have all day, so I'm going to try to, you know, rein myself in because I already went off on a bit of a tangent there. But we are going to cut all of these pieces out, and I've got a half a sheet of an American size A4 size, so it's 8.5 by what, 5.5, something like that.
Yeah, it's
and we're going to
quite.
get all of these pieces in, all of them. We're going to do it all in one go.
Erica,
Except for these little
people
ones.
are seeing you mirrored. I don't know if you can give it a quick click on your camera to make it unmirrored.
Oh, hang on a minute. Right.
Han, are you able to help Christine out? She said
yes, there we
she
go.
hasn't got a tracking number for an order. So if we can keep an eye on that, Han, that would be fabulous. So Erica's actually flipped herself around now so we can see clearly. But I was just going to say that I have just used the Zero Waste Autumn Leaves die. And I'll be using both parts of the die. So I'll be using the negative and also the positive. So I'm just going to move those over. And I'm also going to cut some of the pretty pumpkins. Now, I just want the large one and the small one. So they're the only pieces that I'm going to be cutting. All right. Sorry, Erica. Over to you.
Yeah, what was I saying? Probably some jibber jabbering about cutting and die cutting and
So what colors are you going to go for?
Well, Miss Lydia, now you have put me in a bit of a pickle here because I wanted to go kind of like a autumny yellow to orange color to kind of create almost like something. This lilac flower was going to kind of look like it was on fire, sort of thing.
Right.
And then I ink blended with some of the pretty pinks, and I'm like, oh, that is so cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I did some in like a light yellow. So now I'm really torn.
And now you confused yourself.
Yes. Like now I'm having sort of like color FOMO. I'm like, oh my God, if I do it in this color, I'm gonna miss out on that color. And then, you know, blah blah blah. So we might actually end up with a whole bunch of cards here today because I've got some pretty or pre-ink colored pieces already, and then we're gonna do some of these. So maybe we'll try to stick with like my on fire or flame
it's okay. Go whichever way you want to, Erica. I'm only saying that because I'm doing pumpkins today, but I grabbed out these colors.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
hello.
We're gonna do fall, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently.
Nice.
CC
well, I am all for like non-traditional colors.
Yeah.
I love non-traditional colors. It just, it's a little something that I really, really enjoy. Which, like, fun fact about me, I'm a trained florist, so I love flowers of all shapes and forms, but I hate seeing them die. So I actually, I'm a big fan of like fake flowers as well, and I think that's where like my my love of non-traditional colors come from as well. So you can find all sorts and stuff. But to do our ink blending, I'm actually going to use the grippy mat in the stamp wheel as well because it's so clever.
Yeah. It's one of those tools you didn't know you needed until you had it.
Right. So clever. I love that stuff. So, right. So we are gonna see. Yeah, Cece says pink is never wrong, and I agree. Pink is never wrong. But we are gonna probably go for like a wild kind of color theme here. So the only thing that we have to bear in mind with this set is that on the branch itself, it's actually got like numbers of where these flowers are going to go. Obviously, you can ignore those if you want
Yes.
to and be a little bit of
Are
a
you going to
rebel,
ignore them?
live on the wild side. But I think in order to kind of keep an eye on like where the colors are going to go, we want to do kind of like a light yellow at the bottom and go upwards to the bright orange, or the other way around. I'm going to try to stick with the numbers. So I'm actually going to use the sticky mat, and I am going to put the flowers in the order. So it is a 1, and then it is a 6, and then a 7. I'm starting to sound like Monica in Friends when it was that funny episode with the funny zones, or the good zones.
Oh, I don't know.
And a 1, 2, 3, and a 5, and a 7. Are you not a fan of Friends?
I think I watched it when I was little, but that was years ago.
You're making me sound so old. What?
No, but I mean, I was in high school when it was out, right? You too, I imagine. No?
I think I might be a bit older than you think I am.
I don't think so. You look about 20.
Oh, and here I was thinking, you know what? I've really dated myself now. So,
No, because I mean, you might have watched the reruns, but I remember when it first came out. Does that sound better?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do remember it being like a new episode every week, and you know, it was like a must kind of watch. You know, everybody stayed in, because back in those days there was no like TiVo or.
Oh no.
I know, or you know, if you had to record something, it was like on the VCR, and you had to hope that the timer worked. You know, the timing option on the VCR. Oh my goodness. Okay, right. So I am gonna start with Citrus Burst on my top flower. So I'm gonna go light yellow and then kind of orangey downwards. And so I think we're going to go a little bit of a light yellow here as well. And I'm just going to go kind of in the middle. So I'm going to add quite a lot of ink on my ink blending brush here. And then, sorry about the in and out as well. And then we're going to stick that in the middle, and we're just going to blend in circles outwards. So in the middle, we're going to go with quite a lot of pressure, and then we're going to go lighter and lighter outwards, so that you get less ink as you're going out towards the edges of the flowers here. And that's just a really nice and easy way of adding color without going like too heavy. And you also get a really nice kind of ombre blend. It just gives a really nice kind of natural look as well, I think.
Yeah, I do love ink blending. So I'm going to be ink blending on my pretty pumpkins as well. And I'm going to be using a mix of 2 different color families. So I have the Seashore collection and also the Aqua Island collection, because I think you can mix all of these together and kind of stretch all of them out. So that's what I'm going to go with. So first up, for my darkest pumpkin, I'm going to go with Mystic Lake and some Teal Tempest at the bottom. I know. Really. I've seen pumpkins
the
like
Aqua Island one is so nice.
They have my heart.
Oh, yeah, it's a stunning color family as well.
So what's your favorite color family?
Lydia, you did not ask me that. I cannot answer that.
You can pick 3.
Okay, right. Right. So I'm a huge fan of blue. Now, I don't know what the name of the color family is, but it's the one that has dusk in it, because that one is probably.
So the first one? So the Cool Summer Nights.
Oh yeah, that could be it. Yeah, and then probably the one with raspberry in it, the pinks.
Oh, raspberry.
Pink diamond.
I think that might be Cherry Blossom.
Oh, that might be Cherry Blossom, yeah. And oh my goodness, whichever one has got bamboo in it.
Tropical
garden. It's a garden something.
No, it's tropical forest. It's got
Oh,
bamboo,
tropical
carrot,
forest. That's it.
olive, moss. I
Mm.
know because that's my favorite greens as well. I would
Yes,
go tropical. Yeah. Sue
I
says
love
I
them.
always use teal. So
Mm.
she's not surprised that I've brought these colors out.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just there's so many like fabulous color families to choose from. It's really hard to kind of pick just one or two. Like, oh, how dare you ask me that question? That is so hard. Like even
Well,
with the
or
even
maybe
with
it wasn't.
the
Maybe it's not your favorite. Maybe it's the ones that you grab all the time. Maybe I should have said that.
yeah. Well, I mean, so it's a good question, but also like, oh my God, I have to really think about this kind of question. Like hot glue gun to my head. Those are probably the ones I would go to.
Melanie is saying that it was an impossible question. So at least you answered.
Yeah. That is a bit of an impulsive question, but I suppose what we could kind of say as well is that to kind of preempt the question for flowers, which are the three colors you go for?
Me?
That sort of thing, maybe that would be a
Yeah.
little bit easier to answer then, I think. But yeah,
We don't want to make it too easy though.
that wasn't easy at all, was it?
No.
Oh my.
Oh, I see people
My
struggle.
goodness.
Struggle. So I'm going to go with pool and lagoon for the next
Ooh.
layer. Oh, have you swapped
Ooh.
ink colors, Erica?
Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm going for orange cream for 2 here. So it was fresh lemon, no, citrus burst or fresh lemon, and then maple yellow and orange cream. And I'm gonna go for probably, I might go like raspberry sunset or something like that. This one is amazing.
Yes, because that's going to be very pinky as well.
Yes. So I think that's going to blend really nicely into those kind of oranges, reds. So yeah, I mean, look at this. So one thing that I do as well, which seems crazy to some people, is that I ink up my blending tool and then I dab it off.
No, I do that as well. Look.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, it's just smart, right?
Yeah, because you don't get as much. And then also you're not wasting it because you can use it out of the lid as well.
Exactly. Like when you want a really nice pastel, like a really just like super light touch of color, that's how you go for it. Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Oof, good. Yeah. I like it when I think similarly to a genius. So there we are.
I don't know who you're talking about. All right, so I have my tool down and I'm going to add in the shading with some lagoon. These pumpkins are so cute.
They are super, super cute. I've actually made a couple of cards with them and they're just so adorable. Really, really adorable.
Are they going to be posted on our YouTube channel? Or
I wonder if I might have actually posted them when I did the video for the release, and I maybe, I'm absolutely rubbish at remembering to post to like Instagram. It's just it's kind of shocking considering that that's where I'm like most active. I sometimes I'm like, oh, it feels like I'm missing something, and then I go back and like, oh, I haven't posted cards I made for like the last 5 days. I know sometimes it's just awful, but yeah. Okay, so I did add in a little bit of blush rose here as well, just to kind of like get a little bit more of a pinky look here, and then also our tiny little piece here, which is going to go over our little bud, is going to get a little bit more of a pinky touch there.
I think it's going to look really tropical.
I think so too. And I'm wondering here if like now I'm thinking, oh, maybe I need to add in some more flowers because it does have like extra flowers on the back. So I'm going to have to get some more. So am I feeling smart or what for having made all of these extra pieces?
Yeah, I mean, that's only a guide at the end of the day, right? So if you wanted to add in lots and lots and lots, you definitely could. Sue, Erica's using the Craft a Flower Lilac. So
yes, sorry. It is this one.
It's very,
it's
very
from the October release. So it is a really fun one. Right. And so I probably have said this already, but when you want like a little bit of a nice sort of extra depth look to your flowers and leaves and die cuts and stuff, I think it really helps if you leave like a little bit of white space on, especially like your petals. And this is like my florist side coming in again. Like, oh, there's always like light catching somewhere. So if you have darker areas and lighter areas, it will just really bring the die cuts to life. And you can do all sorts of things to kind of make them like really just come alive. So with all like the little blending tools and stuff like that, it makes it super easy as well if you want to add just a little bit of shading here and there. And it takes a little bit of extra time rather than just kind of whacking the color on. But I think it's definitely one of those things that is worth doing because it just brings your die cuts to life in a whole like different manner, I think.
So I am going to add some leaves, and this is from the Zero Waste Autumn Leaves die that we're going to use for the background, so I'm not going to waste anything. Everything that I don't use from here, I've literally got a little packet that I put them all in. So this is one of the storage pockets.
I was going to say, is it these clever pockets?
Yeah, they're so cute. And they also have that gold thing on there. So if you are looking for storage pouches, we have new ones in the store. And keep an eye out. There may be other sizes coming. No.
I've actually put some of my pre-cuts like cardstock in one of mine, and it's such a nice. It's really really good quality because some of these pockets are just
they're really thick.
They lack a little something.
So they're not flimsy and they're not going to bend. You know, I mean, obviously if you press them down and then press on it, but they're not going to bend back if you don't want them to.
I like that. I like non-bendy things when it comes to keeping my cardstock safe, you know?
Yeah, because they're really quite sturdy. And yeah, I like the quality of them. So I'm going to color in some of these leaves, and I'm going to start with some amber blaze. I'll just keep that over to the side. So
ooh,
I know.
Nice bit of leafy drama there. I like that.
And like you did, I'm leaving some white around the edge.
Yes. It really makes such a difference. And an even quicker way of doing that as well is if you use colored cardstock and then you just go like a shade darker or 2 shades darker and ink blend a little bit, like either in the middle or around the edges. It makes such a difference. It really, really does.
Definitely does. I'm going to add a little bit of melted butterscotch too, just to really darken that up. So you don't need to go through all of the colors, but I do find that adding 2 different colors really does make a big difference too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially if you do like Lydia and I do, like you take a little bit of the ink, you dab it off on your lid first, so you get like a really nice pastel color, and then you just add more and more color until you can go really, really quite ombre with just one color actually, which is another time saver.
Yeah, and especially if you, like you said, colored cardstock as well, that's gonna kind of limit how much ink you need to put down as well. Oh, sorry, Sue, I hadn't realized that this one's sold out. If you do want this one, please pop yourself down for the notify me button, which I can see Sue has already done. I'm gonna be using
when you know that you want something, you know, you gotta go for it. You gotta do what you need to do in order to get your hands on it.
And it's so annoying when you go there because you've just been finally pushed over the edge and it's not there.
I know.
But it's so good that we do have that notify me button, so you can get notified as soon as it is back in. Oh, I need to color my little stems in too. I'm also going to
take my flowers off here, and then I am going to add some leaves actually. So we're going to have some leaves as well, and I'm wondering, I might leave my stem white for this one just to kind of really make these colors pop a little bit.
Yes.
So you can kind of see here, this is going to be my flame.
Ooh, it looks so cool. Nancy's just said that she received her subscription today, and her Craft Your Life project kit actually came in the new storage bucket. So, yeah, so that was the reason why we designed them. We wanted a pocket for the Craft Your Life project kit to go into, so it was all together. So hopefully you're liking the kind of subscription pouch that it comes in now. But if you did want more, you can actually buy them for your previous ones as well. Right.
Very nice.
I know.
Well, I think I will be adding some more of the storage pockets to my arsenal as well, because I do like a good storage solution. I really do.
They are fabulous as well. They're just really high quality pouches. And especially if you have like lots of products that go together, you can fit them all in, and there's still plenty of room if you wanted to put die cuts in there and stuff as well.
Because that's something I do as well. I like keeping all of my like if a set has die cuts and stencils and stamps and stuff, it's just nice to have everything in one place. Right, because I used to keep, die cuts in one place and stamps in one set in one place, and then stencils in one place, and that doesn't make any sense when you have coordinating products. But when you have a great storage solution like these pockets, it just makes things so much easier. You just keep everything in one place, and you're good to go. Right, so I'm going to start adding some color to my leaves, and I'm going to go with bamboo. So I'm going to do the lid like that so you can actually see. And here again, we're going to just go all over. So this one is this one a mini or small ink tool?
That one's the small. Are they your favorite ones?
I think if I have to choose, it's either going to be the small or the mini, because I feel like you have really, really good control with the minis. But when you're having slightly bigger die cuts, I feel like it's better with the slightly larger brush, because you just have more control, and I think it helps with a softer blend as well.
Yes. So I love the smalls. They're the ones that I would grab. I know a lot of people like the minis. I still use my minis. I use the minis here, but I don't know. I just love how soft they are.
Yeah. So this man is like 7.5. This is the one that comes with the stamp wheel, the first stamp wheel. Lee was asking about the size of it.
It's 7.5 by 7.5, I believe. And you can get that separately. You can also get the larger one, which I'm using, which is the 9 by 12, I believe. So we have a larger one as well. And then we also have the Stamp Wheel 2.0 for pre-order. And there's also a sticky mat in there, which is 9 by 9. So there are different options about what size you want to go for.
Yeah, we do like our options.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how big. And I love my large one, but if I was traveling, I wouldn't necessarily take this one. I'd take the smaller one.
Right.
Yeah, it depends on what you want to do with it. So I have my die cut, which was the Zero Waste Autumn Leaves, and I've just stuck that down onto a panel. You know me, guys. I'm not going to stick this directly onto a card because I always end up getting an inky back. So I am going to work on my panel before I pop that down.
Oh, that looks so nice, just like it is.
Oh,
I find it really, really hard with like white space myself, but I love it when other people do it. I really do.
I love space. All right. So I'm going to pop my pumpkins together. And I am going to have the guide at the side of me to pop this together. But what I found is this actually really easy to put together. If you kind of look at the engraving marks that we have on this, everything will kind of line up with those. So I'm going to put it to the side. I may look at it. I probably won't. I'm just hoping that I'm hoping that this has calmed down enough now, dried out enough, that it's going to allow me to adhere things to it. Because you know how
but you're not wrong about it being easy, because it kind of has that, like you say, it has that like pattern
Yeah.
So you just have to take a second or two to kind of like, okay, what kind of makes sense. I'm going to move on to parrot because I'm actually going to add some color or some contrast here. So this is a set that I have already done. I wonder if I should get a little bit of white cardstock here. So this is done just with bamboo. And you can see there's still like a little bit of like lighter space up there, and then I've kind of gone like heavier on the bottom bit here just to kind of give a little bit of depth and definition. And this is just one color, the same color, just with different kind of pressure. And then to kind of get a little bit more definition, I have added a bit of parrot to D. So you can see like these ones look so much more kind of natural and alive.
Just that tiny bit of darkness really adds a lot.
Right, doesn't it? And this is where like the smaller ink tools come in so handy. So what we're going to do is we're going to load it up with ink. We're going to tap off the excess here, and then we're going to start like where you basically expect your darkest point to be. So we're going to start there, and then we're just going to blend upwards in really kind of small, smooth movements. And then we're just going to keep on doing that until we're happy with our details. And if you want really dramatic leaves, you just go and next color up, and you just keep on doing this until you have something that kind of almost looks ready to pop off the page. And be like, give me some water, woman. I'm a low growing leaf.
It looks so pretty. June's saying that she wishes we'd come out with some ink that didn't stick to your fingers.
Oh my God, what a game changer that would be.
I know, because I always get fingerprints everywhere. I can't help it. So that would be very helpful. But I mean, technically we have, because the embossing ink's not colourful. So we could maybe cross that one.
But can you imagine what a game changer that would be? Like an ink that literally doesn't stick to anything except for paper.
Oh,
wow. Yeah. I mean, that would just be
even
the
if
dream.
That happened, though, I know I'd get it stuck to my fingers. Even if it was designed not to, I'd still end up with it everywhere.
Of course. And like in other places where you're like, how did that? I mean, the amount of times I've gone from my craft room and then, you know, going to get changed and go to bed or whatever. And then the next day I walk into the bathroom and I'm like, why is there sequins on the floor? Like, why is there like little bits of paper on the floor?
Normally the like backing of foam tape.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes.
And you're like, Evie, why have you got that attached to you?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, the stuff that gets stuck to you as well. And like, especially in the winters when you're wearing like fleeces and like warmer stuff, you just have to kind of almost shake them off, you know, before you put them in the laundry hamper, because otherwise it's just going to be a bunch of paper and backing paper and goodness know what else.
Oh, Gemma Woodjets is here. She was at remember when we did that thing in the UK and we had a class?
Yes.
You came over.
Hi, Gemma.
Gemma was there as well.
Yeah, she was. And oh my goodness, you guys dubbed us the Altenew naughty corner, because we wouldn't shut up, would we? We were just jibber jabbering and laughing the whole weekend. Can you believe that was in like the last one was in 2019?
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Because we had all planned on going to the one in 2020 that was then cancelled because of stupid COVID. Yeah.
I'm gonna add
that was such a fun weekend. Yeah. I know. I still have like the photos like pop up on like you know, my Facebook memories and stuff.
It's so fun.
I'll have to do that again.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Oh, Wendy's here. She's one of my biggest cheerleaders. She's lovely.
Hey, Wendy. So I'm going to put pumpkins down, and I'm using some foam tape. Now I want this one higher So all I've done is I've literally just folded a piece of foam tape in two, and that's going to give me the double layer on that one. Okay.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, I'm just going to clean up my
I'm definitely
stamp
going to be
here.
finished with this one before you are, so I'm going to get onto the second one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of need to hurry up because we're 35 minutes in, and I have only been ink blending. I have not been managing much here.
It's fine.
Yes, it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
Everything. That's all I keep saying to Erica. It's like, it's fine. It'll be fine.
Well, at the end of the day, it's only paper, right? So
Yeah,
it's just, it's only paper. Now, I was thinking because I want my color or my flowers to be like the main kind of like woomph here. I might just kind of ink blend a little bit like green on my background here, and then just pop my my flowers down. Oh,
sorry.
Now I'm thinking. Okay, so I might need a little bit of a design decision here. So do I either do a green background or do I do yellow, orange, pink to kind of highlight the flowers? You know what? We could do both, I suppose.
Yeah, we can try, and then you can see which one works.
I was going to say, because I don't have enough pieces to do both, but we'll do an ink blended background here. And usually when I do something like this, I have to splatter gold or something metallic on top of it, just to add a little bit. I mean, who doesn't want to add a little bit of sparkle, right?
So, sorry, Beatrice, yes, you can definitely inlay this die. If you do check out my video from the release day, which was, I think it was last week, right? If you check out from last Thursday, I believe, you can actually see how easy it is to inlay. So I did use that one. It was so pretty. All right, so I have all my little leaves in, and I think that they're looking quite cool.
That looks super cute. I like that.
So what I'm going to do, what I've already done, sorry, is I have the One Go solid sentiment strips, and what I did is I foiled these with some gold foil, and then I used the One Go die to cut out all the sentiments. And as you can see, I have a couple of those in here, and I'm just going to use those, and I have one that's popped out and it says happy birthday, so I'm going to go with that one.
Nice. Right, I'm going to cheat a little bit here because I don't have enough ink blending tools to do all of these colors differently. So I'm just going to drag my ink pads across the cardstock here, and then we'll see how that works out. But
it's going to be pretty. Okay, so that's my first one, and I'm going to make a really quick one next. Okay, so Crystal, the color of the pumpkins. All right, so for the for the bottom layer, I used Teal Tempest and Mystic Lake. So Teal Tempest and Mystic Lake. Then for the next layer, I used the Pool as the lighter color, and then the Lagoon as the darker shadow at the bottom. And then the third layer, I used the Volcano Lake and the Mountain Mist. So there we go. Sorry, Erica, back to you.
Well, I have no idea what I'm doing right now, so you carry on.
It's all right.
I think I'm trying to figure out which pieces go where, because I'm going to glue them down onto my flower or my branch first, and then we're going to try to figure out like where which background to actually use. So I did have the numbers here, but now I'm missing number 4. Nope, I'm not.
No.
Number 4. Ooh. Yes, I kind of got this a little bit wrong, I think.
It's fine.
But oh well, we're just going to roll with it. We are going to roll with it. It's fine.
So, for my second card, I'm also going to use teal colors and some more pumpkins, but some different ones. And this is going to be a super, super quick card to do. So I'm using the pumpkin patch this time around while Erica's sorting out her little flowers. I have a piece of the Volcano Lake cardstock from Altenew. Now we do have these in larger sizes. We used to have it in the 3x6, but now we have the 8.5x11. So I've just cut that into quarter and I've just used one of the pieces there. And I am going to be heat embossing onto this. And as you can see, I have my stamp wheel 2.0. Reason being, the stamp I have is quite large, and I also want it coming off the edge. So that's why I've chose to use the larger one. This is able for pre-order. So you can see it just how pretty it is. So it works in the same way as the stamp wheel. So you can do all of the same techniques. You can create wreaths, you can do mirror stamping, you can do things like that. There's a bigger size, and also we have this kind of removable piece on the side. This does not use magnets, so it might look as though there's magnets there. It's not. They literally just slip into place. So if you do have issues where you're not allowed to use magnets, you can still use the Stamp Wheel 2.0. So, all right, I've jabbered on enough.
I was going to say also, because sometimes it's a difficulty getting, not just like if you have like a pacemaker, obviously you don't want magnets and stuff close to you, but if you need to go through like security and stuff at the airport, sometimes it can be a little bit funny about like Misties and stuff. I mean, I nearly lost my Misty the first time I went through to, it would have been Creativation in Phoenix in 2019. Yeah. I don't know if those TSA agents just never heard of crafting, but I was like, it's a stamping tool for crafting. They were like, what? Say what now? And I'm like, for crafting, you know, card making. They're like, what? I'm like, it's a tool. And they nearly took it apart.
Oh no!
I know. It was just like, what is happening here? I'm like, why is this so difficult to grasp? But you know, you don't mess with TSA agents, and you certainly do not roll your eyes at them.
No.
So, I mean, I really, really wanted to, but I managed to rein it in a little bit.
Did you get to keep it?
But sorry?
Did you get to keep it?
Oh yeah, I got to keep it. But I mean, I was ready to bribe them with like chocolate and stuff. I had a backpack full of chocolate, and I was like ready to give up my chocolate so I could keep my Misty. But yeah, I know. I mean, the things we do. Yeah, bonkers, honestly. Oh, I did have my glue here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say it's hiding from me, but no, it's not. Here we go.
I am going to ink this up with some clear embossing powder, and then I am going to heat emboss it with some rose gold. So I might get a little bit. I might get a little bit loud on my end. Hopefully, it'll cancel me out. But I may be a little bit quiet. Hopefully.
I was gonna say the noise is worse for heat embossing.
Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna stamp it 2 times. So I have one at the bottom.
That looks so nice. Like just as it is as well. Like just the tone on tone. It's so lovely.
It's so pretty. It's just, yep. I love the color. All right. So I did use some anti-static powder, aka baby talc. It's my favorite because I can use it on my fingers as well. Okay.
Yeah, anti-static is an absolute must with any type of heat embossing. Okay. Like I don't care how good the embossing powder is, it needs to be done. There we go. Okay, so I am going to keep gluing these flowers down. So I'm going to actually follow the guide here because this is the first time I'm using this this set. So I'm going to do it exactly as I'm supposed to. And then next time we can live a little. And I'm already seeing I should have probably gone for slightly different. I should have paid more attention to the layout here. I don't think my flame look is going to actually end up working, but you know what? This is what we got now, so we are just going to roll with it.
Okay. Sorry if everyone went noisy, but I'm back and I will be adding some along the top here. I know I can't help myself, but I started.
You know what? Sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you really just have to.
So I'm just going to pop that down along the edge.
And it's just nice to fill up a whole frame as well, isn't it?
It's such a pretty pattern. Now you can see that that is actually too high for my stamp wheel. So this is where that kind of bit's going to come in handy, right? So I can take that off. And then when I move that around, it's literally just going to pop off there. And I'm not going to have any trouble stamping that. And that's what
so brilliant.
Is. It's so good. So you could literally put a full size of 8x11 in here and not have to worry.
I cannot wait to use the billowing peonies stamp set in that one, in the Stamp Wheel 2.0, because it is such a gorgeous stamp set and I love it. And it's going to be beautiful.
You're going to be able
but
to make
it is difficult to get it stamped up with a smaller stamp wheel or even like a Misty, because it is such a big stamp set.
And you're going to be able to make so many cards out of it in one go, right? You don't need to just do it. Oh gosh, I haven't stamped all of it. Oh no. Whew. How did I have it? You know what? No, that's not it. All right.
Oh my goodness. I was going to say, you know what? It's like there's a little bit of drama going on with all our size and like, no, Susan, the flowers are actually cut with the lilac layering die set. So this is from the October release. So it's just been released like a week ago. It was released a week ago, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's the Craft a Flower Lilac, and it is so, so pretty.
It really is, yeah.
It's like like a close-up, right? It's not the whole branch. It's literally like a piece of it. So if you want
to like a little cluster kind of thing,
you could definitely do that as well. So lilacs, my nan had them in her garden. Oh. And I've literally just got a tree. And I've called it after my nan. So I have a tree called Vicky out in the garden. I wanted one forever, and I finally got one. And I was like, right, Vicky's going there. So that's where she lives now.
Well, sometimes, we want what we want, don't we?
I know. And Will's like, really? And I was like, yep, I'm having one. And it's there.
Yeah. I would love something in my garden. I live in the south of Spain, so it needs to be hardy for the sun. But I also would like something that flowers, but doesn't kind of, it's not just sort of like a 1 week a year flowering.
Yeah.
It needs to last a little bit longer. But yeah, I haven't quite decided what to get yet. So at the moment, it's just a bit of let's just clear the weeds in the garden first, and then decide what we're gonna plant.
So I think my favorite one is like the peonies that we've got, but like you said, they don't last long, right?
No, the peony season is so short as well.
Yeah, and I love them, but they show off for a couple of weeks, and then that's about it.
And then they're like, see you later, bye.
Yeah, and then you've just got massive bushes.
Yes, absolutely. But there's a reason like why late May and sort of June is like wedding season in the UK, because that's when peony season is. And it was just almost every bride coming in like, oh yeah, I want peonies. It's like, of course you do. And I don't blame them. Peonies are beautiful, beautiful flowers. One of my absolute favorites. So
I didn't really do my embossing that well on the top. I think I left it too long for it to dry out, but I just trimmed it down so you can't really see too much of where I went wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some embossing, some ink blending to this as well. So I'm just going to grab one.
Ooh,
Yeah, let's darken it up.
pretty. I might have to rip this one off and add an orangey one rather than this color here, because it just kind of looks a little bit odd. Or shall I just leave it? No, you know what? We're going to leave it because nature is not perfect. So
no, it's perfectly imperfect.
Exactly. That is perfectly described. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I am a little bit tired, not gonna lie.
It's all right. We're quite late over here, right? So Eric is even later than I am. So
it's 9:30 almost here. Oh, it's 20 past 10 p.m. here. And I think this fades in, like it just disappears. So maybe white lilacs on this one. So this will be the way. That one. Or maybe even on the white. Is it going to be better on white?
Ooh, that is popping. And just a couple of black splatters maybe behind.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna put those aside, and I need to grab another card.
Or even maybe a little bit of teal or blue behind it. Because then you'll have the core colors.
That could be.
I'm always gonna push for the teals.
I was gonna say, now you got me thinking, but I mean, when you look at this and then that, oh, you know what? Maybe this green one here. We're just gonna go. You know what? I'm just gonna add a little bit of teal on top of this one, and then we're gonna see how it looks. And then if it's completely bonkers and it doesn't work, then so be it.
I think it's gonna be cool.
Yes.
Okay,
so this is pool. Okay, so bearing in mind that this is bamboo, and we're just going to add pool on top of this, because we are kind of running out of time a little bit here. Okay. Yes, you know what? Sue just suggested an embossing folder. I don't know if I've got any embossing folders from Altenew that isn't the 3D with like flower patterns and black. Yep. You know what? Roxy was just saying that black would pop too. And that, so many great ideas actually. Yeah. And that is not teal. That's not a teal enough. So.
Because I never get to craft with anyone, right? So none of my friends are card makers or crafty. So it's nice just to sit here and get ideas from people as well.
Absolutely. And you know what? I wonder if I might have a teal spray.
Ooh.
Oh, no, I only have ocean waves. That's not teal enough. That's too blue.
You could go blue.
Yeah, but you got me on the teal train now, so. But maybe I'll take. No, we're just gonna.
Thank you, Sue. All right. So I am going to add some splatter to this.
No. Aye.
Are you?
I think it's too late. It's been too long since I had a piece of chocolate. I am questioning all of my life choices right now.
Everything's fine. All right, so I'm just gonna spray my metallics because I want to use that gold.
No.
So I used the pumpkin patch, and I used Lagoon, Volcano Lake, and also Mountain Mist onto the Volcano Lake cardstock.
Ooh.
I think I should have used a bigger brush because that'll give me bigger splatter.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what?
Everything's fine.
I am having an existential crisis about my color choices.
On the white.
Oh my color choices now are like what is happening? Why is this doing that way? And why is this not working? I don't know.
I think it looks cool. Maybe you can have it coming in from the side if you're worried about which way you want it.
Yeah,
That
because
looks
the idea, although I suppose I was thinking, it was going to be like a bit of a flame here, so we're going to have like the darkest bit here, and then it's going to go
yeah.
upwards. But I think we're going to have to rethink a little bit. So we might have to come in from the top there, and then this leaf.
It's not very
in.
often when we never have to rethink, right?
Mm.
When you're crafting, it's always, you have an idea and then things change.
Yes. And when you're part of the Overthinkers Anonymous club as well,
Oh,
and
are
things
you?
just yeah,
I didn't
lifetime
know
member.
you
Lifetime member. It's just this is starting to look really tropical, actually.
I
Almost
know,
like
it looks so
frangipani's.
pretty.
So okay.
I do
You know
love a
what?
tropical card.
I think we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it. Now I did have a piece of, I was gonna say, I did have a piece of press and seal here, and it was actually attached to my tripod. For easy reach, right? Oh, cut the leaf in half and use both sides. Oh,
If you wanted to.
oh my goodness.
But
But
then
you know
you
what?
need
I
to
did
cut
actually
another
ink blend a load of extra to show, so I have more
Yeah.
that I could add
If you
in.
want to put
We
some
could
more.
go full bush.
Yeah. So I am
tired, so
adding
everything sounds funny right now.
I'm adding
Sorry.
my little panel onto the one, and I think I should have maybe made this darker, but this is where we are.
This is where we are.
This
That's
is
a
where
very
we are.
good. I was gonna say that's a very good mantra, actually, Lydia. This is where we are. This is what's happening now.
The most used phrase I think in my house is "it is what it is." So
Yes,
if it's not going in thinking, we're like, look, baby, it is what it is. Until he's like, yeah. All right, it is what it is.
absolutely.
Okay.
There you go. And again, it is just paper. It's not like I'm doing, brain surgery or something really, really important. It is just paper.
Just paper. And whoever gets it, the card, they're gonna love it, right?
Exactly.
And they're not gonna see all of the little things that you think that may be wrong with it as well.
Exactly. And they're not going to see like all the different version of the cards that you made as well, when you're just thinking, oh, this maybe like this would look nice, that would look nice, why isn't this working, why isn't it looking the way I planned it? They're just going to see what they see in front of them, and they're going to be like, oh, she made a card for me.
Yeah, because I really do wish that I would have popped this onto some dark cardstock, but it is what it is.
I actually think the lighter one is kind of making it nice and framed. I mean, it's I think because usually I go for a darker unless it's like a white card base. But the light is actually really nice. It kind of draws the eye in towards the drama of that teal.
Thank you. So I did manage to get 2 done. So okay, so while Erica's finishing hers off, I'll just go through what we have here just in case that you did want to make something like this today. So this one here, we did use the Zero Waste Autumn Leaves die, and you can see that we have the negative piece there. We also have the positive around the pumpkins. The pumpkins were made with the Pretty Pumpkins set. On both of the cards, we have the fabulous One Go Solid Sentiment strips, which I did foil instead of press plate, and then use the die to cut all of them out at once. And then for this card here, we have the large stamp from the Pumpkin Patch stamp set. So there we go. How is it going, Erica?
Oh, right, yes. So I think I might finish off my card with a pre-made what's the word I'm looking for? A die cut.
Die cut? Is that, which one's that from? Number 2 or number 1?
So this is number 3.
3. Okay.
Yes, I know, number 3. And I think the grateful is quite fitting considering the state of the world at the moment. I was so grateful this morning because some friends of mine in Florida checked in and they're safe. Their pets are safe. Their houses are still standing. You know, it's just, there's a lot to be grateful for at the moment. So yeah, I think I'm gonna slap this down and just be ready with it.
I love how you've definitely changed the look of that lilac into kind of more of the, is it frangipani flower? What's it called?
Yeah,
It looks very tropical, right? So just
it
changing
does.
up the color tones can definitely change the look of kind of any product that you have. Just looking at it a little bit differently, you can really stretch it, I think.
Absolutely. The only thing that I completely forgot to do
Is add the
is
centers.
add the middle because it's got all the numbers on it still, and I only just noticed.
I think what you could also do if you have some like enamel dots.
Oh, you know what? I do. I have a fair
Yeah,
few of those actually.
that also might be a
So
little bit quicker.
maybe we'll go sparkle.
Ooh,
I mean, just
okay.
imagine, wouldn't these be kind of nice to
They
kind
would
of
be
go with
very.
the Goldie there, the Sicilian Amber, and they're from August, so they're reasonably new. Oh, although let's see the enamel
Bridget is
dots. What have we
loving
got here?
those ones.
I mean, we got the Zesty Lemon Lime and Sunkissed Delight.
Now you've got too many choices, right?
Yes, now I've got too many choices. But you know what? I think we're going to go back. We're going to do the Sunkissed Delight because then we can have different colors in the middle as well to kind of, again, just bring out a little bit of like difference here. So we'll go for some lighter on the dark flowers. Maybe this one. And for the, yeah, for this one, I think we're going to go for like an orangey, like middle color there. And they just perfectly size to cover up the numbers as well.
I always love to use those as flower centers. It gives so much depth as well.
It really does. Really, really does. And I like these packs as well when you get all these different colors in the pack. So it's not just everything is the same. So good.
Yeah.
And the different sizes. Cannot say enough good things about the different sizes because that is.
I think
I am not one size, you know, does everything. Go. There we go. And great.
There we go. See, we got there.
We did. I mean, I had no doubt, she says confidently.
I'm sure
maybe a few
Serena,
tiny ones, but
Serena's saying you'll have to make more cards so you can use all the different colors, and I'm sure you're going to be able to, Erica, with the amount of die cuts you did.
Yes. I mean, I'm definitely not going to run out anytime soon here. No. But I have a habit of going like crazy with my die cutting. It's like a sickness, and I don't want to go to rehab to get fixed either. So like my latest video for Altenew, I made I think about 127 ornaments using the festive ornament die cuts. It was just I couldn't stop die cutting.
Okay, so
but yeah, I will definitely use more flowers. And you know what? I was thinking as well, like this could look super, super pretty. Just taking some of these like and keep them white. And then add like a sparkle in the middle so that you get a little bit color.
A pretty kind of wedding card, especially if you had like the wedding color.
Yes. So yes, that could be really cute. And so many options. We like options.
Yes, we
do.
Wow.
So, okay.
Can we take a closer look at your card, Erica?
Yes. So now the numbers are covered up.
I love that you used all different colors enamel dots for the centers rather than just one as well. So I think it looks very dynamic.
Again, just kind of like makes it more natural, and it gives like even more depth, doesn't it? I think.
Okay.
It's just like one of those little fun things. Yeah. And I wonder, yeah, I think I pushed my sentiment so that it is tiny bit wonky, but you know what?
Oh, you're gonna be
The flowers
correct.
are the star of the show anyway, so it doesn't matter. And also, we're going for handmade, not Hallmark. So,
did you want to pop yourself back up, my sweet?
yes. And now I think I will remember how to do that. So, ta-da!
And we did it, and we actually put our our aprons on to match when we started. So it was good. Thank you, everyone that have joined us today, and thank you to the fabulous Erica with her very pretty tropical card that she has created. It looks fabulous. So you can kind of create things by using different colors. Make sure to really play around with the colors that you have to stretch your supplies and create something a little bit different, like we did with some blue pumpkins. We do love a blue pumpkin.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we created a tropical looking card out of lilac, and then we created some different color traces with pumpkins. So really have a go with it. Thank you to the fabulous Han for being behind the badge and popping in all of the links. You have been a fabulous help to me and Erica today. Thank you, Erica, for joining me. And we really do hope that you have a fabulous rest of the week and that you have something that's planned for the weekend. And we also wish that you now run to your craft rooms and create something pretty.
Yes.
So that's what we're hoping. Thank you, everyone. And we will see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.